during your study years, 8 years of successful studies,
Yeah.
did you ever reach a breaking point where you felt like, you know what, I'm done. I'm just going to throw everything in the drain?
Yeah. I think I had a lot of those. My first one, yeah, was like the first day I got here, like there's this place, it was more of the reception, like when, first impressions, they last longest, You don't want the first thing you see in a new country to be the worst side of it.
To be a shock.
Yeah, I was shook. I was bamboozled. Bamboozled is the right word, Yeah, that place was the worst place I've ever seen here in Algeria. Then they were like, yeah, just find a place to sleep here. We'll take you to your city tomorrow. I'm like, okay.
Wow.
So if this is the reception, what is the place going to be? Yeah, I was like, I was like, I wanted to call my parents, like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'm coming home.
Just
But
that, right?
yeah, I was like, but for me, it was more of my parents were against the idea of me coming.
Okay.
So for me, it was more of trying to be independent, trying to chase my goals. I didn't want to live anyone else's dreams. I wanted my life to be like what I wanted to be like. I wanted to discover things for my own.
Okay.
So there was that pride, like, yeah, so should I tell them and say, yeah, you were right? So just like, yeah, you know what, let me just let's do this. I signed up for this, so you know what,
I should be a man.
I'm going. So I didn't realize that I had to be a man, but I was like, you know what, if I have to do this, then yeah. So yeah, that was the first time. Then there was some time in third year. Yeah, in third year things were hectic. We always had that problem with language, language, culture, different society, different mental dispositions. People don't really understand you and you don't understand them. And we are not even trying to understand each other because they are feeling like, yeah, no, you should be doing it like this.
Like our way.
Yeah, our way. Voila, yeah. Why did you come to Algeria? How many times I had to battle with that question, like, why are you here? It gets so annoying. So at one point in third year, it was second trimester. Sure. Things like just went sideways, like I studied, I was always so
motivated,
hardworking, but that time I studied so hard, but I was getting like weird marks. Like I'd never like gotten three out of. I was like, oh wait, what? Like, what is happening?
Been a mistake.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, what? I actually confronted some of the professors, and they were like, yeah, well, you have to adapt to the system.
Wow.
There were some teachers that wanted you to. They didn't want you to express yourself what you've understood. They wanted you to say what they said in class. Exactly, word for word. Yeah, that's how it works, So, and I was getting very weird marks, I was like, you know what? Yeah, I think it's ready to go home now. I'm just ready to go home.
Second time.
Yeah, I know. I even started applying for. I even looking up scholarships in Romania, Australia. I even started looking for other places to go to because I was done with Algeria.
But
yeah.
you've put your own.
I put my own, but it was not working. I was like, you know what? Why am I burning myself with tea that doesn't even have sugar? I was like, yeah, you know what? But at some point, you need to relax, you breathe, take it in. Remember why you are here in the first place, what you've been doing, what has been motivating you, where you want to go. Because where you are right now, it's not really where you are stuck. Someone said when you find yourself in hell, going through hell, keep on going, because that's not where you are supposed to be. Yeah, just keep going. So yeah, just picked myself up and I kept on going.
What has been your strategy and secret to staying motivated when marks were low?
You need to remember why you've been doing what you have been doing. And another thing is that you have to understand places. Even in the Bible, it talks about principalities in high places. Okay. Have you ever noticed, like, if you go to the passport office, everyone is angry?
Yeah.
You've noticed, right? Yeah. Everyone is angry, but one thing you need to understand is that it's not you that they are angry at. And it's not your fault that they are replying to you the way they are. You know, sometimes you even wonder, like, what did I do to this person? Sometimes it's not even you. It's not even them. It's that place, it's that environment. So one thing I learned is that sometimes you have to understand places. You know, there are different systems in different places. For example, here in Algeria, for each year, there is a different system that is in place. If you want to do things your way,
it won't work.
Sometimes, most of the times, it doesn't work. You know, and you get frustrated, like, I'm studying, but it's not working the way I want it to work. But there is a system that has been in place for the longest time. It won't change because you are here. You have to adapt to the system, to the way that they need you to study. Of course, you cannot just be cramming things and forgetting. For me, that was like, because for me, I'm not good at cramming. I prefer understanding it, then I'll tell it to you. I can explain it to you, you know. So that was my biggest problem. Like, they needed us to memorize stuff. Put it in word for word, the way they put it in the class. They didn't look to know if you've understood it. No, they didn't care about that. They just want it's because it's easier for them. You know, it's easier for them to see what they recognize. Like, I've seen. These are my words. You get 18 out of 20. But showing that you've understood, no, you get 3 out of 20. So at the end of the day, people are looking down on you like, this person is not really, you know, they're not really that smart. But now we're at the hospital, people are like, we don't really understand how this works. But you're like, but guys, that's basic stuff. We learned that in the second day. They're like, but how do you remember that? I'm like, how do you not remember it? You know, so you really have to understand the system. Find your way around the system, working in such a way that you succeed, but also succeed in making yourself a better person, not like losing yourself in the system. You know, just work around the system, study the way they need you to, but don't really give yourself to it like, you know what, I'm not going to understand what I'm doing. I'm just going to give myself away to this kind of thing, you know. So that has been my strategy. And I understood that you get what you work for, not what you wish for. For real.
Always the case, though.
That is the case.
For real.
Because there's always a difference between willing for something and wishing for something. Everyone has a wish. Don't you wish you were rich?
Of course.
Everyone wishes that they were rich, right? But are you willing to be rich? You see, that is the difference. With willing, you really put yourself to it. You find the strategy, you dig deeper. You know, you want to know how these things work. You want to study it. You know, you put yourself to it. You know, voila. That's. But wishing, I can wish for an aeroplane right now. I wish I was rich. Then, you know, at the end of the day, I'll still be poor. But if you are willing to put yourself to it, you know, that's. You get what you work for. You know, voila. I do drink, but there are certain people I drink with.
It has to be productive.
It has to,